What up, y'all? On this lovely June morning, got my boy Raph Cole. I'm your host, Dante Davis. This is our first edition of Straight Up. Now, we got on the line with us a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine from way, way back, my boy Bobby Blackface. You on the line with us?
Yeah. How's it going, y'all?
Going pretty good.
Good. Great over here.
All right, what we're gonna do today, we just gonna touch on a couple topics and everything. The main topic right now, I've been hearing a lot about black finances. It's like in the black community, we're like children when it comes to handling money. You know, we don't really take our money, we don't invest it, we tend to buy adult toys. You know, so I'd like to get a couple insights on that. What you think about that, Bobby?
Well, I mean, you kind of hit it on the nose right there. I mean, pretty much of Black America is slipping fast into like third world status. I mean, we definitely live above our means, and we kind of don't know what to do or have that type of direction to figure it out.
That's real shit. But I noticed like that we make so much money. It's not like niggas is broke, you know. Niggas is making a little change. Niggas got a little something to spend because, you know, the females out there spending $9 billion on weaves. The niggas out there buying the rims and the chains. And I mean, the money is there. It's just like, it's our economic sense is just not there. Is it because it's not instilled, it hasn't been instilled in us, or we just don't? Because at the end of the day, there's some accountability. I mean, yeah, you weren't taught it, but you know it's a necessity. It's something that you need to get out and grasp. So, what are your thoughts on that, Raph?
Man, my thoughts on that, to me, it like starts in the household, you know? And most black families is single parent households, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, there's no father there to, you know what I'm saying, instill, you know, morals and, you know what I'm saying, goals in the young man, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm really, you know, talking about the young black man out here, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no fathers in the household to, you know, for them to be stable. And so, you know what I'm saying, they look at, you know, watch TV and, you know, see things in the streets as far as, you know, big rims and all that, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we grow up wanting it, you know what I'm saying, instead of putting out money, you know what I'm saying, towards something important like, you know, maybe trying to, I don't know, own a house or something like that. You know, we'd rather own a truck with some rims on it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, our priorities are just, you know what I'm saying, totally screwed up, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we don't really have no guidance out here.
So you were speaking as to how media plays a big role in the way we aspire to things.
That's a very big role.
I know when I see the when you see black people on TV, they flashy, they fly, they gotta be flashy and fly. I see different aspects of the white person. You'll see the white dude that's big spending, but on television you'll also see a different white dude who's frugal with his money and stuff. So we have fucked up images to look at, and media plays a big part. I can tell my son, hey, you don't need these rims, you don't need these things, but when he goes out into the world and he sees those things, you know, who's to say he's not gonna want them as well if everybody else got it. You know? Everybody has that keep up with the Jones mentality.
Yeah, especially black people, I think, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, we always feel like we have to, you know what I'm saying, keep up, or, you know what I'm saying, because we always feel like we always been behind, you know what I'm saying? So when we get a little something, you know, we go all out with it. It's just, you know, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It really is.
So this question is directed to Bobby. What do you feel about? Because whenever I speak about black finances, the first thing people talk about is the Oprahs and the Will Smiths and the people who have gained financial mobility. What do you think about them in this whole situation?
Well, I mean, to me, they're really. I mean, it's a plus and a negative. Me myself, I kind of find them like let me see, as a big no-no, because they're not actually helping us, you know what I mean? I mean, they do the little things that they do, but, you know, what we do need is leaders. You know, instead of them focusing on, you know, giving away cars on their shows, you know, that's something that she could have did for any black community, or not even give us a car, you know, help us with the bills, help us with education, help us with, you know, trying to get our life together. You know, if they would put that much effort into doing those type of things, I think definitely we'd be in a much better place. What's crazy is like this one guy asked me, white dude, asked me, you know, how do the black men get the money to buy fancy cars? and I had to sit back because he was white, you know. I didn't want to answer inappropriately, you know what I mean? You know, and at the same time, I wanted to keep it real. You know, it's two-sided. It's like having two heads on one quarter, because truthfully, you know, just like my man said earlier, you know, blacks feel like we got to have this kind of picture of, yeah, we doing it. You know, instead of having that picture, man, you know, try to get a solid future. You know what I mean? And that's like the first. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we were just speaking about that earlier. We were talking about how black people kind of live in the here and now. There's no planning for the future, and it's like, because it's like we don't expect much. It's like we have this mentality. Oh, like because for years growing up, it's like, most black males don't live past 25. So I'm growing up like, damn, I might not even see 25. I might as well do this. I might as well do that. I mean, for real, it kind of gives you that mentality.
That's real talk.
And it makes you live in the here and the now and the YOLO type mentality that is completely detrimental. It's detrimental for me to take all my resources and finances and put them into the now.
Because it's like, you know, we hear one day you hear it, then you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Live day by day, you know, and that's how we think. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, we just living for the day. We never thinking about the future because, you know, we might not be here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, enjoy what you got now and spend it how you want to spend it and blow it how you want to blow it. You know what I'm saying? That's a nigga's mentality. You know what I'm saying? That is a nigga's mentality. You know what I'm saying? That we not thinking, oh man, okay, let's put towards this, you know what I'm saying? Save towards this, you know, either, you know, trying to help our community or, you know, do something for the kids, you know what I'm saying? It's all about us, you know, selfishness like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We think about us, you know what I'm saying, how we can come up, you know what I'm saying, on our own, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking about, you know what I'm saying, trying to help motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, that's real talk. It's like, just looking at the government and the system and how things is kind of set up, you know, they pretty much took advantage of the ignorant and the uneducated. You know, they put in programs where, okay, we got a 3-digit credit score. Now this determines who can buy a car, finance college, or own a home. Now, from the gate, blacks are pretty much more likely than other groups to live in neighborhoods with poverty rates of 40% or more. Now, that's how we starting off our life, from babies on up. So we already looking at the slums, and a lot of these kids is misguided because we're told, you know, we really ain't going to be nothing. You know, we don't have no future to look forward to. And that's the mentality a lot of the kids are having instilled in their brains, you know, so they already growing up like, you know what, this is all I have. You know, we need to re-educate our kids, re-educate ourselves, and put together plans and try to make something happen. You know what I mean?
You hit it right on the head with ignorance being our problem. Because when you look at the prisons, the average reading level in prison is 3rd grade. So it's kind of hard for them to get you caught up in the scheme. If you have that knowledge about yourself, you know. They can only it's easy for them to snatch up a motherfucker with on a 3rd grade level. I could trick you up. I could trick you up easy.
Oh, yeah.
A third grader. I could easily get you, you know. So that shit is by design. They make sure people don't learn. And the system, I know niggas who graduated from high school and did some college and can barely read. Like, the system is fucked up. It's never been designed to educate us, because I mean, an educated black male is an enemy of the system. Because if I'm,
hey, you know what? This just to touch on that too. I mean, if you think back, like, let me see, like early '80s, '70s, '90s. You know, especially like with black athletes. Now, the thing that, you know, they were really stupid. You know, not to talk about my people, but you know, the truth is the truth.
Hey.
You know, they allow, you know, like white coaches and the white teachers to just go ahead and pass them. You know, they can flunk. They ain't got to know how to read. They ain't got to know how to do math. And like I said, this is their goal. Keep you stupid. They know, okay, yeah, we going to get you because you're a monkey. We're going to have you play basketball. We're going to have you play football. But when it comes to your finances, you don't know what to do with it. First thing you're going to go do is buy stupid stuff. You know, you're going to get flagged.
Jewelry, cars, you know. No, they don't even do something as smart as investing in the stock in the company that they work for. It's like you see them making billions of dollars off of you. Why don't you invest in them and make some of your money back? It doesn't even make sense. And they, just like you said, they just go and pass the athlete through. And then once he gets that lump sum, he doesn't know what the hell to do with that because he has no idea of what it is to finance his money, to budget his money, because he's slept through economics class, so they just passed him right through. So, I mean, it's by design. They end up getting that money right back in their pocket, and then a couple years later, you see that same athlete in jail somewhere. I mean, how many football players and ex-basketball players have you seen their mugshot plastered across the news?
It's the norm.
It's like once they stop playing, they're and that doesn't go for the white ones per se, but once they stop playing, it's like, damn, they back on the streets. It's like, damn, you got a $30 million and you just fuck that shit off? How you gonna fuck off millions of dollars? I understand a couple 100,000 or something, but millions, nigga.
I'm not sure. Have y'all seen like Pt.1? I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he was a football player for the Detroit Lions.
Sportsman, Ralph.
Now,
I ain't seen him.
All right. So this is let's say last year was his second year, if I ain't mistaken. Last year was his second year as an NFL player. Now, mid-season, you know, he had an attitude problem. The coach couldn't control him, so he kind of let him go. You know, I can understand that. Hey, if you kind of messing up the team to where the team can't perform, we're going to have to let you go. All right, so when they let him go, instead of him like, you know what, I got to get my shit together and get my mind back on track so I can keep this money, keep this job. You know, this going to pay for my future. This going to pay for a way for my kids. You know, instead of him having that mindset, you know, he went on a rampage. All right, he got arrested twice. He got arrested twice in 8 hours. Now, this is that went to college. You know what I mean? This dude that went to college and graduated. You know, it ain't like basketball. You can just come out of high school and just jump right in. You know, he actually graduated college, got on a professional team, got cut. First thing he does, he gets pulled over for a DUI. All right, we all make mistakes. So then what you're going to go do is you're going to go break back in to go steal your car back. Oh. You know what I mean? It's like, what was your mind thought at? It's like, we feel like we're invincible. The people that do have money, a lot of them, they got this superpower in their head that they like God or somebody.
And it's worse with black people because so many black people have nothing. You really are looked upon as God. Let somebody with a couple $1 million walk up in the hood. He gonna have an entourage following him. Everybody gonna want his autograph and all this bullshit over nobody who don't give a fuck about you, ain't never did shit for you.
Right.
And we latch on to these characters. You know, these Jay-Z's, they can holler out all these fucked up places that they come from, and they'll still go to those fucked up places and be treated like fucking God while they not doing shit for them.
Not a damn thing.
So, hey, just like with Jay-Z, you know, okay, you from Marcy Projects. You got all this money. You didn't actually co-owner of the Barclays Center with the ex-New Jersey Nets. Why you at no point decided, you know, me personally, if I had that type of money, I'd have went back to the projects and tore it down. You know what I mean? it'd have been gone because I would have just been thinking about my past. Like, you know what, this is where I came from. Yeah, I love it.
But
at the same
I'll
time,
play devil's advocate for one moment and say that I'm not saying that none of those people do anything for the community, because it's possible that they do things and they're not publicized. He could come out with a clothing line and that's plastered all over the news. But he could feed 1,000 kids on the street and that probably won't be so much as news, you know. But if he slapped Beyonce, boy, that'd be all over the place.
Man.
You see? So, I'm just saying the negative aspects of the black male are always portrayed like they made sure that's out there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Just in their defense, but at the end of the day, you should be making an effort. You got all that money, you could contact the media and make sure they know, hey, I just gave this money to this organization, or I'm starting an organization that's doing this, or you know, you gotta put some kind of effort into that, or just show your people. If you ain't showing nobody else, show your people what you doing.
Man, just like, you know, Lil Boosie, free Lil Boosie, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he did. Wait up, what did he do? Let's not free these niggas yet. I don't know what he did. No.
Hey, okay. No, okay, but they, you know, the public, you know what I'm saying, making Boosie look like such a bad person, you know what I'm saying? He caught a weed charge, and you know what I'm saying? They tried to indict the man on a murder charge, you know, because of who he is, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's famous now. But what I'm getting at with that is that they never tell about no good that a person does. You know what I'm saying? They never talk about how many times, you know what I'm saying, how many times he done went to schools and talked to kids, or, you know what I'm saying, bought bikes for kids, or, you know, did back to school supplies, you know what I'm saying, you know, little things like that. You know what I'm saying? They never ever tell about the good about a black person at all, you know what I'm saying? Only the bad, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. But like, I have seen how they, you know what I'm saying, how they do white folks with that. You know, a famous white person do something, it's the world to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-doo, you know what I'm saying? But they never show nothing good about the black. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy, man.
And it kind of goes to that thug image niggas be portraying. You feel me? That thug image don't really foster that type of attention. If all you known for is being a thug ass motherfucker, it's hard to Lil Bootsy giving away toys. Like nigga, you just murdered 5 niggas. Like, now you give away toys.
You got turkeys pulling out the trunk.
You don't know what he finna come out the trunk with. Is it turkeys or the chopper, nigga? It's like
True.
What is it? But you know, it's kind of with that image niggas like to portray. I think a lot of people aren't jumping to put him out there. And his label, at the end of the day, the labels who make all the money, they want that rapper to have that thug, fucked up ass nigga mentality, because that's their selling point. Because they selling this shit to white people. You think niggas ain't buying this shit? They selling 70% of hip hop is bought by white people. They like that shit, and the record companies got into it to sell it to white people. Because if niggas was only buying hip hop, it wouldn't even be a big deal.
Hey, real talk. That's real talk right there.
And that was gonna be the name of the show, but somebody stole it. And that would have been a perfect plug. Nah, shout out to Real Talk, whoever the fuck y'all are. But yeah, back to finances in the community. We went a little off topic, but we stayed on topic, kind of off topic. But what do y'all see as some solutions? We'll start with you, Ralph. What do you see as some solutions for the black community wrapping up their whole dealings with finances? You know, getting everything in order.
Getting everything in order.
Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps.
Give you 3 steps.
What are the main
things? Cut
things?
back on some of our expenses. For real.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay, just like earlier, like my man said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we tend to do ignorant, retarded ass shit with our money for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That shit that we really don't have to do. You know, I mean, you got every fucking pair of J's for no reason. Just because, I mean, $200, $400, $600. You know what I'm saying, on 3 pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that don't make a whole lot of sense to me. You gotta have every single pair. You know what I mean? The down payments on something that is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously though. I mean,
it's people's mortgage payments. That's
mortgages and everything.
They pay their mortgage.
Man, I mean, honestly, y'all, I love my people. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But man, we need to get it the fuck together. For real, we need to get it together. Man. I see a family of white people. They look like, I mean, they just regular white people. Probably got on Walmart pants, t-shirts, and watches. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, the oldest pair of Nikes.
The Huckleberries.
But the Huckleberries. But I guarantee you go to their house, that motherfucker probably cost about $250,000. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do it overnight. You know, they didn't do it overnight. You know what I'm saying? They learn how to budget, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gon' fucking eat tuna sandwiches, you know what I'm saying? And chips, you know what I'm saying, for this long, and you know, salami meat and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They thinking ahead, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking about right now.
And to the same token, you see a family of Mexicans.
Right.
And
right.
Man, they got they shit. They will be the minimalist, like, to the nth degree. They will come here and eat tortillas, beans, and this is how we gonna do it, and we all gonna stay in Pablito's house until we come up. And then when you see them come up, they own a restaurant. One of them got a truck that they driving around vending. Yeah. You know, and it's just a whole bunch of different.
Everybody in the truck. You hear me? Everybody in the truck.
But pretty soon, everybody ain't in the truck. Pretty soon, Pablito got his own truck.
Yeah,
Pedro got his car. Yeah. You know, Maria, she got her shit together. I mean, that's what they do, man.
And you know what? Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Go ahead. And I'm just thinking about, you know, I used to work at this factory, you know, where a lot of Mexicans worked at. And they carpool like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? They know how to save, you know. It'll be 10, 11 of them in the van, you know what I'm saying? But everybody giving probably, you know what I'm saying, $3, $4, you know what I'm saying, a week for gas, you know what I'm saying? That's probably what, about $30, you know what I'm saying, out of all of them.
But see, niggas, we had that slave mentality to where we can't even get along with each other. We all living in a house together. I'm worried about who paying $1 more, or and if I give you $1, I want full accountability for every penny in that dollar. It's like, niggas, we don't even handle business right, because we look at each other, and we look at each other just like white people look at us. You feel me? We look at each other like
we don't trust each other. You know what I'm saying? To be real, we don't trust each other out here. White folks do not trust each other for shit.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Well, I do got a 3-step program. You know, and it kind of touch on the necessities that we actually need to do, which is basically plan, grow, and sacrifice. You know, that right there will resolve so much issues. You know, planning out what it is that you want to do, what's going to actually make you some money, how you're going to make that money, and then from that point, okay, once you're in the door, you know, how are we going to make this bigger? How are we going to grow? How are we going to do this and actually, if possible, go nationwide? If not nationwide, go statewide, citywide, whatever the case may be. And bottom line is, when you're doing it, you definitely have to sacrifice. Just like you said, eat some salmon, eat some noodles, you know, do what you have to do to make it happen. You know what I mean? And that's what we don't do.
Nigga, you hit that shit.
Take the shortcut.
You hit that shit on the motherfucking head. Plan. We have to plan. And we have to sacrifice. That's the order we have to do it in. We have to plan, we have to sacrifice, and then we'll grow. That's just it right there. Because that's our problem right now. We're not planning anything because we're living in the now, and we're not sacrificing because we're taking our residual income and blowing it on fucking toys.
And at the same time, we're being lazy. You know what I'm saying?
How many niggas you know sitting around playing video games?
Man,
now, how many grown ass white men do you know that sit around and play video games?
Not too many.
That's the real talk right there.
I have a lot of white friends, and I could probably name one or maybe two that even play video games, and they're still not. It's still not to the degree that a nigga will play video games. I done seen niggas devote their life to the game. They act like they on shift. Like, I gotta get back on this Madden, nigga. I'm out here taking a smoke break. Like,
real shit, man. Straight up.
So yeah, start making some sacrifices and act like adults, man.
Yeah, man, we gotta
start
get up
acting
our
like
asses
adults
too, man. I mean, y'all, we can do it. You know what I'm talking about? For real, man. We using too much government assistance and shit as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up off our asses and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? We can. It look like out here where I stay at, the Mexicans are fucking taking over. You know what I'm saying? They bypassing us like so quickly. You know what I'm saying?
I said that when I moved
together,
here,
man.
there weren't really any Mexicans out here. Now they are running things. They own so many restaurants, and so they trying to do a little grocery store down there. They are not playing. I told niggas that they, and nothing against the Mexicans. Y'all do what y'all do. What niggas need to do is be looking at the Mexicans and trying to use those same tactics.
Right.
Like, how can they come here?
Right.
How can they come here with less than we got and just step over us? Is that saying we inferior? We not inferior species, so we need to step up and live up to the grandeur that we talk about, because niggas always calling themselves kings, females calling themselves queens and stuff, and we ain't ruling nothing.
Right. We've been here for too long not to have nothing, you know?
Yep. I mean, rebuilding the wealth and rebuilding the wealth in black communities, you know, that should actually be the next frontier for black civil rights. You know, and that's pretty much the bottom line. I mean, that's something we all got to come into agreement with and actually do it. I mean, I understand like the Million Man March, but I don't think that it hit home. You know what I mean?
Every problem we have in the black community comes from our lack of finances. Because when you gain financial and economic mobility, you get respect automatically.
Yep.
Japan didn't get respect. They dropped bombs on these motherfuckers. But now they buying cars from them. Because they stood up and got their shit together. They didn't take no handouts. You cannot come up while you accept a handout. You trying to come up over the motherfucker you getting the handouts from. That's never going to work. That's why if we keep allowing them to feed us, you know, and give our women financial mobility, because that's the main problem. Because we're the only... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you right on the nose with that. I mean, it's a crutch, you know, and one thing we do use that crutch very well. We stay stuck in that system where we don't want to do anything because we feel like, okay, I know I got me a check coming at the first.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have to go get up and go get this job.
And if you don't walk on that leg, it won't heal. Yeah. And that's our problem.
We ain't even trying to walk on the chair.
That's our problem.
We ain't even trying to walk on that motherfucker, man. It's crazy.
Hey, real shit, though.
Yeah. Well, one day. Well, I don't know what we looking at on time over there.
Man, we about to run down here in a second.
How long we got?
Actually.
Okay. Well, we can keep it going then, because I got my video going. We got sound over here. We'll just put a picture of you.
That'll work.
We'll put a picture of you up.
That'll work.
Yeah, man. But definitely the way that women in our community, we were talking about this earlier, how in every ethnic group or every culture, men run the finances, except in the black community. In the black community, you see a lot of women running the finances in the household.
Because every woman, you know, all she hears, I got to be independent. You know what I'm saying? That's all they think. Independence. You know, they don't think, hey, let me lean on this man and, you know what I'm saying, see what he about. You know what I'm saying?
See what we can build together.
Yeah, see what we can do together. You know, it's all about independence. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
And that's another thing, too. Songs. Let's say independent. The first thing I thought of was Beyonce. You know, and that's another killer. You know, these people are actually taking these words hard. You know what I mean? Yeah, we do need to be independent, but at the same time, we're people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, actually, in reality, we had a financial disadvantage as of right now for the next 2 decades. I mean, and it's looking worse and worse. You know, I mean, it has to be some type of drastic change in the near future, because in the end, it's going to be all over. I mean, at this rate, I mean, just like you said, the Mexicans, they actually, they put this shit together. They doing what they supposed to do. They growing. You know, they don't care about having 90 kids because they know they have a way. They have a form. They have a formula, you know, which is work for it.
Another thing they don't care about is what we care about so much is being accepted into the American social order. We want to be accepted. We want to go to white school. We feel we made it if everything is white around. If we look around us and see no niggas, then we made it.
Hey,
like, I'm here.
And what Chris Rock said? Hey, that boy Chris Rock said. He said it's all right if it's all white.
Yeah, and that's the mentality. And that's the mentality that's fucking us up, man.
Yeah.
And it's not because Mexicans, like, if I look around and I see nothing but Mexicans, I'm either there or I'm on my way. And there's no way I can get there if I ain't got nothing but Mexicans around me. And they recognize that. And we don't have that same mentality because integration fucked us up. Because before integration, we had our own things. You know, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Rosewood, Florida. I mean, we had so many different things going on for us as black people. But when integration came on, along, we dropped all our baseball leagues, everything we had, we dropped it to get on the white bandwagon, and we haven't got our just rewards for that. They haven't given.
That's the whole topic right there, boy.
touch on it. Touch on it.
No, I mean, you said it right, man. You said the Negro League, man. We dropped the Negro League. To
have one nigga, just to have one nigga play baseball in the white league. We you know how many teams we. Oh man,
Then we had a fucking gang of teams in the Negro leagues, man.
Yeah,
for real.
And it was ours. That's the cool thing about it.
Right.
Like when I was talking about
niggas ran to the suburbs, boy.
I was talking about the former black district here in Hot Springs. And they own hotels and bathhouses and nightclubs and just all this whole area, all black owned. And as soon as they were able to go ahead and go to the white side and shop in the white sides of town, go to the white hotels, they dropped all that shit. That shit is in ruins right now, and it's all fucked up because it's like, just like they say, black people used to say, the white man's ice is colder. You feel me? It's like, nigga, how the fuck is his ice colder than the nigga's ice? So you gonna go to the white man because his ice is colder?
What the fuck?
So it's that white man's ice is colder mentality, man. Shit.
It's like, man, I don't know, man. It seems like some black folks want to be white, man. For real.
That's that. There lies the problem.
Just the other day when we was talking about, back in the 70s and shit, you know what I'm saying? We had motherfuckers was dark skinned back then. You know what I'm saying? But now, every decade they getting lighter.
Oh, you should have saw that family. You should have saw that family picture. I was at like a little Mother's Day thing, and we were looking at the family picture of us in the 70s. This our family, black than a motherfucker. Everybody black. I'm like. Nigga, if you said that was in Nigeria, people would have been like, okay, I see it. But you look now. There was another picture next to it. Everybody is like brown paper bag or lighter, like light bright. Everybody either mixed race or extra light skin. That just shows you how people chose their mates. Everybody made sure I'm black. I ain't finna get with another black ass motherfucker and have another generation of black ass motherfuckers. We aspire. We look at light skin and mixed people. Just like Tommy Sotomayor talk about how light skinned people come into. You put a light skin or mixed person in a black neighborhood, and we treat them like God. Treat them motherfuckers like God. They get revered. I've seen it plenty of times. They get their hair
me too.
played in, and my nephew is half Micronesian.
Get their hair played in.
They love. Oh my goodness, yeah. They gonna be all a bunch of little chicken heads gonna be crowded around some little mixed girl, all in her hair and stuff. And
Let me do your hair, you know. Yeah, real tough.
Always.
and it's just like it's sad to see that we hate ourselves. It's real sad to see that we look at our.
That's why we got so many women wearing weave.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! We ain't gonna even touch that.
You know what else is
That's a subject to get a nigga killed right there.
We have to we gonna do the weave show. I want to get a couple females on the topic because you know they gonna be trying to question our sexuality. Niggas sitting up talking about weaves and stuff. So I want to get a couple females on the topic and see what they think. You know, some dissenters and some people who are for it because I've heard all the excuses for weave. You know. I've heard all the excuses. Yeah. So, I really want to do that show. That's another topic. I don't even want to touch that right now. But we will get on that one. But, okay, as to weaves, that $9 billion that they spending, what's up with the Koreans running the whole hair care industry? Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
It's a business.
Why is that $9 billion ain't it? Why is that $9 billion not in the pockets of black people?
And nobody ever stepped foot in and said, "Hey, let us get the money."
No, they've tried. They've tried. The Koreans shut them out.
That's the thing, It's like to me, it's like black people forgot how to fight. It's like we lost our cause. We let the government and life itself just drain us of all our energy and what we always been, which is fighters. We never just laid down. Well. Some of them did, but the moral of the story is we have to fight. We have to, control our destiny.
Yeah, because everything, what are niggas into that they control? We all into hip hop and all that shit, but nobody controls shit. Nobody controls one aspect of hip hop. Not even what the fuck they talking about. They don't control. Nobody controls none of that shit. So we all in the comedy and stuff. Who owns the stations that they do the shit on? Who owns the coliseums where they go perform at? Who owns the basketball team?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Now, you remember when it was the point in time where if you actually seen like a white dude on stage, just instantly we hated him. And the reason for it.
You got to elaborate on that one, my nigga.
Okay, I mean, it goes to, like, how much we're giving up. What the little stuff that we did have and the things that we actually did ourselves and made it into a business and we try to grow from it. We giving everything up. You know what I mean? From LA, just like we was talking before, how we used to have plenty of black owners. All the black owners is moving out and selling it right back to the white people and the Mexicans because they don't want to be there no more. This is not our neighborhood no more. Why not? You know what I mean?
Right.
We rappers, we control the rap industry. But now you see Machine Gun Kelly and everybody named Mama on there now. You know what I mean?
They said that they said that back in the day. You bring me a white person who can sing like a nigga and I'll make him a millionaire. And that's been the mantra. Anytime a white person does something that niggas do even half as good, they are looked upon like God. Yeah. It's like, man, we could really go somewhere with this. That's why when Eminem came out, no diss to Eminem, but when he came out, he was like the shit. But there's been niggas coming out who could rap that well, but it's like they don't really put the emphasis on things like that.
That's true.
It's like, just like with every genre of music. When niggas was doing it, it was noise. When niggas was playing rock and roll, when niggas was doing jazz, that it was bullshit. But the whole time, just like Claude Anderson said, the whole time they telling us it's noise, they down in the basement practicing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not only practicing though, but they was taking our shit. Not to mention, we created fucking rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? That's Chuck Berry and the others. You know what I mean? But We didn't get paid. That's because we allowed no fighting. You know, I don't want to be like Martin Luther King. You feel me? I do in some ways. I want to take his good aspects and use them, but at the same time, I want to be like Malcolm X. I want to fight for what's ours. You know, and that's what blacks have to have. They have to have that mentality. This is ours. This is what we need to do, and we need to grow.
Yeah. See, that's where the laziness comes in at. You know what I'm saying? Black folks be lazy these days.
That's a lot of responsibility right there.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility. We want the reward, you know what I'm saying, all the time, but we don't want to put in the work. You ain't got no check
coming on the first now. Yeah. Now you got to make something happen to get that, to eat. Oh, no food stamps? Oh, hell no. Man, niggas is going wild. Niggas is going wild. Because ain't nobody willing to get out there. Ain't nobody going to dig in the dirt and grow their own food. Ain't nobody going to get out there and do what it takes to... Because that leg is never going to heal. We will not walk on it. We've been talking about how injured we are and how hurt we are as a people, but we're doing nothing to promote the healing process. You just like when a motherfucker's sick, you don't just lay them in the bed and just let them you got to get them up and walk them around. They're going to develop bed sores and just decay away. Right. I've seen a lot of people sit up in hospitals and just die. Cause lack of mobility. Once you give up like that, and that's what we're doing. We just giving up, man. We just laying on our backs, and we're just biodegrading into the soil. Yep. And pretty soon, niggas is not even gonna exist in the form that we see. Just like you said, that new light skinned mixed breed generation. That's gonna be the niggas of tomorrow. Like niggas ain't gonna exist.
Real talk. That's real shit right there. Like Jordan. You see Jordan?
Oh, with his new white wife?
Yeah, just like what the hell? I mean, I'm not knocking you, but I mean that's like the norm for blacks now. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying, man.
I'll play devil's advocate here and say like, okay, how many black women do you think he probably had to choose from? Because when you searching for a wife, you searching for, especially when you of that income bracket, you want somebody with the right type of attitude. You want a few things in place. I mean,
that's true.
I hate speaking bad about black women like that, but it's like,
I know where he was going.
It's like, come on, who was he gonna? I can't even come out with it because it's touchy, and I can say the wrong thing. I feel it about to come off my tongue. So I'm not. You know where I'm going though with it. So elaborate.
I don't know, man.
No, that's real talk, man. But I touch on it, because
please do.
I mean, it is. It's a strain, Black women, they're the new niggas. You know what I mean? They're turned all the way out, and that's a part of the finances too. I mean, it does start with the women. As far as most of them are, like you said earlier, they're the provider. The man ain't in the picture. He knocked down in jail, or he just knocked her up and he done shook. So. They're raising their kids, letting the kids do whatever, and then the girls, the little girls that they have, they're out there. They seeing what their mama do.
Yeah.
And their mama at the club, 24/7 wearing their booty shorts or whatever the case may be. They following suit.
And they always talk about how they can't find a good man, but it's like, are you the problem? I mean, why you? I mean, for real, they never put themselves as the reason why they can't find a good man. It's something wrong with every nigga out there,
Because a lot of black women, you know what I'm saying, they tend to want to, control a little too much, you know what I'm saying? For real, they tend to want to control a little too much, and then they try to go over the man head with shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they so used to being independent.
The thing is, they look at the whole fairy tale situation with the picket fence and the guy who's providing for his family and everything, and they don't realize the hardships that come upon black males. You feel me? Trying to achieve that same status. For me to get that house and that picket fence and stuff, I'm gonna have to do 10, 20 times the work that this white dude is gonna have to do. and not to mention, and a person with felonies and stuff, it's like once you get felonies, it's like you fuck, that whole dream is gone.
Man.
And it's like, and females look at that. They see these niggas and they like, you can't provide for me like a white dude could. And it's like, that's impossible. Mexican women don't look at their men and expect them to provide for them as a white dude does. They don't expect them to fulfill because white Mexicans make less than white people. That's just the deal. Mexicans and black people make less than everybody. So we need to really start looking within our scope and living within our means. That's another one of our main problems is going
that's the bottom line right there.
Living within our means.
I see niggas looking fly. You be fly, niggas head to toe, you feel me? Dressed to fucking impress.
And on the
nothing
bus.
In their pocket. Nothing in their
you
pocket.
Be on the bus.
How you
spend all your money?
How all your money because that's that inferiority complex. You see, I feel like less than a man. I can't provide and I can't do this. And when you look at me knowing I'm black, you know all this. So what I have to do is I have to put on all these fancy, sparkly things and all these trinkets to make myself look like more than I am. And
that's the truth, yeah.
That's what gets us fucked up. I think our music might have went off. I think we went a little bit over, folks. Just a little bit over. It's okay. It's okay. It's our first rodeo.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and go back to Maine. I'll add more music in post. Don't worry about it. Just let it play. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I guess we'll do some conclusions. We got about 10 minutes left to hit about an hour. Yeah. All right. We'll do a couple of conclusions. Solutions.
Well,
because everybody wants solutions. Specific solutions. Because we've done the generalities and everything. I want to.
One thing is to start living in reality. For real, motherfuckers be too busy living in fairy tale worlds and shit like that. Start living in reality. The reality is that we fucked up. For real, we need to get it together and we can do this, you know? For real, we really can do this.
I see a lot of black people who don't live in reality.
Man.
It's like, that makes so much sense.
A lot of them, we like, not living in reality.
There's no way. And if you live these detrimental lifestyles that you talked about, there's no way you can survive to the next generation. There's no way you can give anything to your children. Real
it's
shit.
Like, man, we get.
And that's where it kind of started at right there. It starts in the home. You know, for those dads, you know, me being a father myself, you know, I try to stay close to my kids, only to the fact that, you know, I don't want them out there to the wolves and they don't know, you know, the life that we know. You know, it's like racism and how we used to get beat on and whatnot. You know, they really don't know that aspect, so they don't feel that need and that urge. You know what I mean? To strive forward. You know, I don't want them to be like, okay, this white dude told me no, I can't get this job. You know, and it was really something about color. You know what I mean? It was like, let me see. It was one thing that happened. I'm not sure who told me this. I read it somewhere, though, where there was a black woman. She was trying to get a job, you know. She put on her application that she was black. You know, she had all the qualifications. She had the education and whatnot, all the credentials she needed. You know, she got shot down. So she turned around, changed her name, sent in the same exact shit she did the first time, but as a white woman. Yeah. They called her in 5 minutes. Like, hey, what's up?
Man, you know, that's some crazy shit, man.
But that's what we're facing. So you know, and I want my kids
you don't want kids that are oblivious to racism. Because I know some black people who, it's like, nah, anything that happened, nah, it's not racism. Nothing is fucking right. And just somebody put it best. They said all this racism and you can't find one racist. Ain't that some shit?
Oh man.
Oh, that's the killer right there, boy. That's some real shit. Who said that?
Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson. Yeah.
Hey, that's cold, but that's so fucking true.
Yeah.
That's so true, man.
And somebody put it the other day. A lot of it is probably subconscious. I don't want to go too deep into racism, but a lot of it is probably subconscious.
Another subject.
It's the way people. It's like somebody said it. They said racism is now on autopilot, and racism is an economic. I'm only speaking of racism on the economic aspect because it's an economic thing. They were racist because they were able to make money. You had to be racist to treat motherfuckers like animals. You feel me?
Yep.
And they made money off of it. It was all economic.
Yep. Real talk.
So racism came from economics, and it was about keeping us down and using our labor and energy to uplift them. And it's still been about that up until now, because now they don't need our fucking labor because they got Mexicans.
Yeah.
So they like, we could go with or without you. What y'all want to do? You know, we got a prison bed for you.
For real.
Or a job at McDonald's, maybe. Maybe.
And you know, it's like niggas ain't trying to own nothing no more. You know, we rather work for the white man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to own shit these days, you know what I'm saying? That's sad.
Just like Claude Anderson said, 98% of black people work for white people. Just like back in 1860, 98% of black people worked for white people. It's like ain't shit changed. We ain't been
it's just
nowhere.
modern day slavery, man.
Yeah.
That's why I call it modern day slavery, man. And motherfuckers that, oh no, I don't see that hit. That's my boss. And now you putting in blood, sweat, and tears with this motherfucker, man. For that $8 or $9 a motherfucking hour, he's sitting in this motherfucking condo, living good off of you, man.
I'll give you an 1860 translation of "That's my boss." Massa good to me. That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
Hey, man, that's too fucking true. Real shit. Real fucking shit.
Massa treats us right.
Yeah.
And that's all we doing right now. That's
free bread and water all day. Yeah, shit. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I am with it. Man, we gotta start thinking bigger and better, people.
Yeah, and start quit seeking validation from European institutions. Like Mexicans ain't giving a fuck. They'll go own a restaurant. We black people like, okay, I gotta go get my business license. Gotta go get my culinary license. I gotta go. Mexicans just open that shit to
school.
fuck.
I gotta go to school for this amount of time so I can learn how to manage this and you know what I'm saying, market it that, and you know what I'm saying. We think about all this shit. We like, damn, that's too much shit. When I can just go get me a damn job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Work this job to provide for my family. Hell no, I ain't finna go to school for this long and that long.
Yeah.
You know what we really need? We need black schools.
Yes.
That's one thing that
public school is not designed for black children. It's not designed for black children. No,
it's been designed to have them be mediocre just to be able to work for companies.
Yeah, right.
It's like we need them to be able to read and write just as much as they work for us. But now they don't work for us anymore. So fuck them. And that's why we getting shit. I seen motherfuckers with high school diplomas who can't fucking read.
Hey, real shit. Real talk, man.
Yeah, give him a diploma. Get his ass out of here. Shit.
Yeah, get him on out.
Tired of this motherfucker anyway. You hear me? For
tired
real.
of seeing his black ass.
Always sagging the shit. Little motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
That's how it is these days.
Yeah, but
real.
What we coming up on? I
want 53 minutes.
I want to end it at 55. Okay, so this is our first edition of Straight Up. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Shit. You got the comment box below. Go ahead and let us know what you think. And this is Dante, my boy Bobby Blackface. Let's go ahead and sign out for us.
Yeah.
You got any positive words of encouragement for the kids?
You know, stay black and keep hope. You know, that's the main thing. Stay black and keep hope, and actually do.
That's what's up. Keep that hope alive. Y'all heard him. All right, we're gonna go ahead and sign it off. Raph, go ahead and, well, shit. Don't do nothing. Just hit the stop button.
Appreciate y'all listening to Straight Up. Tune in for us next time. We'll let y'all know what's going down. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get better with time, y'all. We'll get better. I'm gonna keep you on the line for a second, Bob.
For sure.
All right.